As more and more testimony, text messages, documents, emails, whatever it is, comes out from the, I guess at this point, the former January 6th committee, we're learning more and more about what took place that day behind the scenes. And one of the things we learned in the last couple of days here is that while the Capitol riot was taking place, according to testimony from Stephanie Grisham, Melania Trump's former chief of staff, she told the committee that Donald Trump thought the people storming the Capitol were good fighters. He was super excited they were out there fighting for him. But he also said that they looked very trashy. Just a trashy group of people storming the Capitol, but hey, they're good fighters, right? Here's what she told the committee. I don't know if he expected them to be wearing full suits of like Roman armor and that would have made them not trashy. He did feel they looked trashy, but he loved how they were fighting for him. Some of his comments were that these people looked very trashy, but also, look at what fighters they are, she said. He was, quote, kind of reveling in the fact that these people were fighting for him, but he also didn't like how they looked. So I guess Donald Trump is not a fan of the big fur shawl and horned helmet. A lot of them, by the way, wearing MAGA hats and Trump gear, though, so not sure why he didn't like that. But yeah, that was Trump's big problem with the day. Not that they were storming the Capitol, not that people were dying, not that police officers were being assaulted, not that stuff was being stolen from the Capitol building, like the dude walking out with the podium, waving at the camera. No, that didn't bother Trump at all. What bothered him was that they weren't dressed appropriately for an insurrection. And as she pointed out, like what exactly does a wardrobe for an insurrection entail? Like what were they supposed to be wearing? They were wearing their Trump gear, they had their Trump flags. What more did you want from them, Donald? But here's my big takeaway from this particular story. These people are going to jail for Donald Trump, right? They've made that clear in the plea deals, in the testimony they've given during their trials. They have said, I am truly sorry. Donald Trump made me do this. I can't believe I'm going to jail for this guy. And the judges, of course, have said, well, you are, so suck it up, Buttercup. But for any of these Capitol rioters, the ones who didn't necessarily get violent, the ones who have not been arrested and will not be arrested or charged, let me tell you this. You want to know how Donald Trump really feels about you? Go show up down at Mar-a-Lago and try to get through the front door. Go and see if he actually wants you on his property. Why don't you head up to Bedminster? See if you can get in there just to hobnob with him for a couple of minutes. It ain't gonna happen. He wouldn't even let you through the back door of his country club if you were there to wash dishes. That is how little he thinks of you. And ironically, of course, that is something we've been saying here at Ring of Fire long before the Capitol riot even took place. Trump doesn't like you people. He doesn't. He needs you because without you, he has no base whatsoever and no chance of winning anything ever. But he also can't stand you. He doesn't like to be around you. Do you ever wonder why you're kept at arm's length when he does his rallies? Why he's not going out there and shaking your hands as much? He's not mingling with the crowds at all. If you want to get backstage to see him, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. They intentionally price these things out of your price range so that you cannot get close to him. You never once stopped to think about that? Well, maybe now you can. He thinks you're trashy. He loves the way you fight, but in his eyes, you're still a piece of trash.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.